Hey guys, hope everyone's having a great week so far. So today's topic, I hope it's not too controversial, but I'm gonna just talk about celebrities training BJJ, celebrities training Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. Um, so no one person in particular for this topic, but it's just something I've been meaning to talk about for a while now. So celebrities, these could be like actors, actresses, musicians, um, any high net worth individuals. So anyone that's well known, has a lot of following, and someone who will be well known to the general public. So I think one really cool thing with celebrities training jiu-jitsu is that there's more exposure of our sport and of our martial art in just the news, on different websites, and just the general culture of especially in the states. So you might hear a song and the guy or person mentions doing jiu-jitsu, or they use jiu-jitsu as a rhyme or something, or someone, they're photographed taking a picture in their gi with the jiu-jitsu instructor. So I think it's really good exposure just having, famous people training. It just makes jiu-jitsu, it puts jiu-jitsu out into that mainstream. So I just think about Show Your Roll. Their tagline used to be "Rebels against the mainstream." But as far as jiu-jitsu growing, you kind of have to become a part of the mainstream. People have to be aware of what jiu-jitsu is, and that hey, it's different than karate. It's different than wrestling. It's not the UFC, but it's very similar. So that increased exposures, I think it is good. But I have some other points too I'm going to talk about. Um, so overall, the exposure is good. One thing I kind of like to play the devil's advocate with a lot of this stuff. So just from my own experience, with celebrities and high net worth, high net worth, uh, high net worth individuals. So at my academy in Atlanta, we would have famous musicians come in and train a little bit, or maybe actors will come in because Atlanta has a big, or it has a growing movie and TV scene. So we have more actors in Atlanta now. So we've had some famous actors come and train. We've had high net worth individuals, billionaires and millionaires come and train. So I think one thing, it's really important that these athletes bring exposure to jiu-jitsu, but I think you have to also realize that their experience in jiu-jitsu is not the same as your experience in jiu-jitsu or my experience in jiu-jitsu. So for instance, if someone famous or really high net worth, they're really not going to take part in the group classes. There might be some outliers out there. I know some wealthy individuals that do train in the group classes, but the majority of people, those famous people, they're going to be just taking private lessons. So they're not even going to be a part of like the normal class schedule. The class, they're going to have their own private lessons with the instructor. Um, and so with that, their experience in jiu-jitsu is going to be a lot different than your experience or my experience. They're not going to really get their butt kicked. They're not gonna get scraped or bruised or anything because they're famous and they have to work. Um, they're really not gonna have to deal with the plateaus in their training, in their game, because the instructor is gonna kind of hold their hand more in those private lessons. They're not gonna have to compete. Yeah, they're just not gonna have to compete. They're gonna just be able to train, and they're gonna get promoted differently than you or I would. So like when I was coming up, I had to compete a lot, and I had to prove myself on the tournament scene before I could, move up the belt ranks. But someone, famous, they're gonna get promoted differently. They're just gonna, the more private lessons they do, eventually they get promoted. And maybe that's another topic for another day. But um, so they're also never gonna experience like, their instructor going hard on them. So I know if you're like a normal person, you train with your instructor. The instructor is not going to go easy on you. He's not going to go super hard on you, but he's not going to go easy on you. He's going to put the pressure on you. He's going to put knee on belly on you. But when an instructor works with like these high net worth individuals, these famous individuals, they're not going to rough the person up. They're not going to put these people in a really bad position. Um, and I've actually experienced this. I knew one guy. He really high net worth. He only did private lessons. I don't think he trained with anyone else besides the instructors that gave him private lessons. And he had this kind of just this unrealistic view of his own skills. So he thought he was like world class because hey, he could tap out these really good black belts as a blue belt or purple belt or whatever. But he never really realized that the instructors are going easy on the guy so he could do more private lessons. So that's something, if you're a normal person, working 9 to 5 or, just a normal person, your instructor is not going to go easy on you like that. They're going to teach you a few lessons here or there. So again, they're a high net worth or, famous individual, a celebrity. Their experience is not going to be the same as ours. And they kind of miss out a lot on just the experience of jiu-jitsu, that camaraderie that you have when you're training hard with this group of people and you're sweating with them and you're working hard, you're trying to get better, you're trying to progress, and that is kind of sad in one regard. So they kind of miss out on like just that diverse experience that jiu-jitsu has. When you train jiu-jitsu, you're gonna meet people from all different walks of life and that you might not ever meet anywhere else. Jiu-jitsu really brings people together, and so they kind of miss out on that. And then, but again, I think it's good for the exposure. But I just want you guys to realize that what they experience is not what we experience. What a new person who's not famous will experience. They're just gonna, instructors, they have to make money at the end of the day, so they're gonna make sure these people are well taken care of and that they're not pushed too hard and that they enjoy every class. But say you're a normal person, like, hey man, the instructor doesn't care if you enjoy every class. Some days they're gonna push you really hard, you're gonna want to cry, or some days you're gonna get crushed and you're gonna feel a little depressed, you're gonna feel down, and that's normal, a normal part of jiu-jitsu. But I mean, obviously the celebrities, they won't get that same treatment. And then just a few more things about the celebrities. I can't recall for the life of me, any single experience where someone came and joined an academy because a celebrity trained. If the celebrity trained, it was always like a cool fact or something, but it never really impacted the person. Not like if they had like a family member or really good friend that trained and told them, hey, you need to go here and come train, and it'll change your whole life. That's more life altering for someone versus having their favorite celebrity train jujitsu. I mean, they're never going to train with a celebrity, so why is it important? And another thing with celebrities, it's only going to be a few schools that really benefit from having celebrities train. Maybe in California, LA, you're gonna have a lot more celebrities training, or Atlanta or New York. But your average school is not gonna really benefit from having celebrities train. And then really, it's gonna be just a few individuals. So if you ever see like celebrities training jujitsu, you can look it up on Google Images. You're probably gonna see like a Machado brother, giving them a private lesson or something, or maybe one of the Gracie brothers or something. It's not gonna be like an average school that's gonna have these people. It's gonna be like a high-end school or a well-known school that attracts these celebrities. So I'm not knocking celebrities. I just wanted to say that hey, it's good for the exposure of jiu-jitsu and for mainstream purposes, but I don't really think it'll affect your local school, your local academies. And I just wanted to share that little bit about their experience. It is different, but everyone's experience in jiu-jitsu is different. And that's about it for this video, guys. Again, please like this video. Please like it and subscribe till my next time or till my next video, guys. Bye.